The new government's economic priorities for us. Archana.
Well, yes, the biggest priority for the Yunus government is to bring law and order back. And that was the first thing he spoke when he took oath yesterday. So, getting public trust, stopping violence and ebbing that violence is the biggest priority the government has at the moment. And with that peace and calm coming back on the streets of Bangladesh, it is crucial to get the economic and the economic activity ball rolling, the domestic consumption ball rolling. So getting your shops, your small businesses, banks, etc. working, the export-driven garment manufacturing, very crucial for the economy to start coming back and resuming full production. Remember, Bangladesh's economy had already been struggling. Foreign reserves are low, debt is high, and they need the domestic consumption ball rolling for the economic activity to pick up pace and for the economy to not go into a free fall. So that's crucial. At the same time, there have been a lot of shortages and supply chain issues reported because of the curfews, and that has pushed up prices of essentials. Remember, inflation has already been very high in Bangladesh, and this could add to even more discontent among the people. So keeping prices down, dealing with inflation would be one of the big priorities. And at the same time, the people, the protesters, are not just looking at the change of a government, but change in governance. I spoke with an economist, Selim Rehan. He's the economics professor at Dhaka University, and he said it is more about changing governance that people are looking at. Listen in.
We have one of the lowest tax GDP ratios in the world, and with a very low tax revenue generation, the government doesn't have enough money to run the economy or run the government's initiatives. And that's why we have seen a huge borrowing from the central bank, from the banking sector. And the way these organizations were run in the past, they had serious problems of corruption, institutional failures, dominance by the different cronies. So I think these need to be looked at very seriously.
Well, as the Yunus government tries to revamp and rehaul the working of the organizations and get the economic ball rolling, very crucial is to also get a word with the international lenders and keep them assured of the political stability in the country. Remember, about $7 billion worth of financial aid is coming in from IMF and the World Bank, and this is money that Bangladesh needs for it to keep flowing. At the same time, the new government also needs to keep its bilateral partners, especially neighboring New Delhi, in a good relationship. Remember, Bangladesh and India have shared a good all-weather working relationship under the Sheikh Hasina government, and the new government in Bangladesh would not like to disturb the ties, but it could get tricky to handle that if anti-India sentiments go up in Bangladesh, especially in a scenario if Sheikh Hasina decides to stay longer in India. And at the same time, it is just an interim government. They are paving way for the next general elections in the next 90 days. Getting that in order, free and fair elections, could be one of the trickiest up their sleeves.
Archana, Shukla, thank you very much indeed. Thank you. And you can follow that story and